Ever wondered what those numbers on your fruits and vegetables mean? Well, they're not just random digits. They're called PLU codes, short for price lookup codes, and they serve an important purpose. They're used to identify specific fruits and vegetables at grocery stores and supermarkets. You'll typically find these codes on stickers attached to individual pieces of produce. Let's delve into some real-life examples of PLU codes to get a better grasp of what we're dealing with. Imagine you're in your local grocery store and you pick up an apple. On the sticker, you see the PLU code 4011. This is a 4-digit PLU code which indicates that the apple was conventionally grown. Conventionally grown means the apple was using traditional methods that include pesticides and fertilizers. Now let's dive deeper into the world of 5-digit PLU codes. If you were to pick up another apple, but this time the PLU code is 94011, this is a clear indication that the apple is organically grown. Any 5-digit PLU code that starts with a 9 signals organic produce, which means the apple was grown free from synthetic pesticides and fertilizers. On the other hand, a PLU code starting with an 8, such as 84011, denotes genetically modified or genetically engineered produce. Although this was more common in the past, today these codes are rarely used. To summarize, a PLU code starting with 9 indicates organic produce, 5-digit PLU codes beginning with 8 represent GMO or GE produce, and 4-digit codes signify conventionally grown produce with pesticides. These examples should effectively illuminate how the PLU code system works. Now let's decode these numbers. A 4-digit PLU code means that the produce was conventionally grown. This method uses pesticides and fertilizers. But wait, what if the code has 5 digits and starts with a 9? This is your clue that the produce is organically grown, which means synthetic pesticides and fertilizers were avoided. In the past, a 5-digit PLU code starting with 8 was intended to point out genetically modified or engineered produce. However, this usage isn't really widespread today, and many retailers and producers have chosen not to use this code. So, it might be rare to come across it. Remember, not all fruits and vegetables will have PLU codes. Their use is voluntary and primarily for the benefit of the retailers. Therefore, they might not always be visible to us, the consumers. If you're keen to know more about your produce, look out for additional labels such as organic or non-GMO. Organic labels mean that the food was produced using organic farming methods, which typically avoid synthetic pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers. Instead, they rely on natural methods of pest control and soil enrichment. On the other hand, non-GMO stands for non-genetically modified organisms. Products with this label weren't genetically modified. Genetic modification involves altering the DNA of an organism. In the context of produce, it often refers to crops that have been genetically engineered for specific traits. When you're out shopping for produce, these labels and codes can help you make informed choices based on your preferences and values regarding farming practices. But remember, the absence of these labels doesn't necessarily mean that the produce is conventionally grown or genetically modified. So the next time you pick up an apple or a bunch of spinach, take a moment to check out the PLU code or any labels. You might discover something new about your favorite fruits and vegetables. In the quest for love, peace, and higher consciousness, let's not forget the small things that make a big difference, like understanding the food we consume daily. It's a small step towards a healthier life and a healthier planet. If you found this video informative and useful, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to keep learning and stay updated with us, hit that subscribe button too. Your support means a lot to us and helps us to keep bringing you content like this. So until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and always make conscious choices.